So for the Apply Your Skills 3-2, we're going to create transactions, a deposit, and run a report. So for this exercise, we're going to use all dates of August 7th, 2026. So first thing we're going to do is write up a sales receipt. So we're going to go to plus new, down to sales receipt. So here we have Julie Walton. Let's see, first of all, if Julie is in here. She is not. So we're going to add Julie Walton as a client. So we're going to go ahead and add Julie. We're going to go ahead and click save to save Julie as a client. We don't want to put this in under Julie's name. We want a subclient for both of her large boxers, Alice. So we're going to have to add Alice. Add details because we want Alice to be a subclient of Julie Walton. Go ahead and click save. So we're going to go through and add the sales receipt for Wallace or Wallace Alice under Julie Walton's account. So Alice is a large boxer who got a full groom. So we want a full pet groom for a large dog. We also want teeth brushed and ears cleaned. So we're just going to add those to the next two lines. So don't forget to add both of those. So full groom, teeth brushed and ears clean. For check number, we're going to add in check, and the reference number there is 1515. So notice we just put in all the information for Alice here. We're going to have to go back and repeat this exact same process for Susie. So we're going to go ahead and click save and new. And then to add in the, oh, I forgot to change the sales receipt date to the 7th. So make sure you change that to 8/7/2026. And here we're going to add Susie as a subclient. So plus details, a subclient of Julie Walton. And you can see now that Alice is already under there as a subclient. So we're just adding another one for Susie. Go ahead and click save. The payment method is still the same check with the reference number 1515, depositing to undeposited funds. And we have a full pet groom for a large dog, a teeth brushed, and ears cleaned. Oops. There we go. Again, $75 for Susie underneath Julie Walton. So go ahead and click save and new again. Now we have Doug, who brought in his extra large husky. So first thing I'm going to check to see if Doug is a client. So currently I don't think Doug is. So Doug needs to be added as a new client. We're going to go ahead and click save to add Doug in there. And then we're going to take Doug's name back out because we want Skeeter to be the sub account for Doug. You should be getting pretty good at adding in these sub accounts or sub clients for these dogs. So Skeeter is our dog underneath Doug Sherrill. Click save. Our sales receipt 8/7/2026. The payment is another check. Check reference number 8987 to undeposited funds. And Skeeter got a bath and brush for an extra large dog this time. So $55, save and new, because we have a couple more to enter. So next thing we have Brett Johnson with his large Basset Romeo. So we're going to check to see if Brett's in here first. So Brett Johnson. is not a client. So we're going to go ahead and add Brett Johnson in here as a client. Click save. And then we're going to add in Romeo as his sub account. So we're going to add Romeo plus details is a sub client of Brett Johnson. We're going to go ahead and click save. Our sales receipt date should be 8/7/2026. Our payment method now is cash to undeposited funds. And Romeo received the service bath and brush. He is a large dog, so we're going to go ahead and click large. And then he also had his teeth brushed, so we're going to add on the teeth brushed. Go ahead and click save and new. So next we are going to talk about Amanda Brown, who found a terribly matted small terrier mix in a field. She brought him in for a flea bath and full groom. So first thing we're going to put in the flea bath. Oops, if I could spell that correctly. Hold on. So flea bath, a full groom, and it's a small terrier. And don't forget to charge extra for the matted pet. So here, when we choose a client, we haven't yet got a name for Amanda's dog that she found. So we're not creating a sub-client. So we're just going to add in Amanda Brown. We're going to add her as a client, click save. Again, no sub-client account because the dog has not been named. She's paying in cash. Undeposited funds, 8/7 still the date. So double check that you have all of these. So we have the flea bath. We have the full pet groom for a small dog and the extra charge for the matted pet. We're going to click save and new. And the next sales receipt that we're going to enter in is for Jamie Thompson's teacup poodle Peaches. So Jamie has not been added as a client. So we're going to go ahead and add Jamie Thompson. And then we're going to put in the sub-client Peaches for her dog. So we're going to add Peaches plus details. We're going to make a sub-client of Jamie Thompson. We're going to click save. Again, sales day 8/7/2026. The payment method for this is going to be a check. The reference number in this case is going to be 58581 to undeposited funds. And Peaches got a full groom. Peaches is a small dog, so we want the small full pet groom. And then she got her nails painted. So that's an add-on service for $8. Sorry about that. So full pet groom for a small dog, add-on for the nails painted. We are going to this time pick save and close to save that sales receipt. So the next thing we want to do is make a bank deposit for all the checks and the cash from today's sales. So we're going to record a bank deposit. So we're going to go to the plus new button. Underneath the other on the right-hand side is a bank deposit. And here you can see all 5 transactions that occurred today. So notice there's 6 of them because Julie Walton's is split up into her 2 boxers, Alice and Susie. So we're going to go ahead and select all of those. So our bank deposit amount should be $353. We are going to, again, after all of those are checked, go ahead and click save and close. Our bank deposit has been saved. While we're on this dashboard, we're going to check our bank balance. To make sure to check your bank balance, you're going to go right here dashboard underneath bank accounts, you can see that your bank balance is $52,473, which is accurate with what the textbook says it should be. The last thing we need to do is find the sales by client summary for August 7th for Sadie to review. So we're going to go to reports on the right-hand side. We're going to search for sales by client summary. Once we click on that, we don't want the month to date. We want custom dates, and actually we just want 8/7/2026 to 8/7/2026. Run the report. And again, the sales by client summary should match that bank deposit we just made of $353 for the sales for today. And that finishes up the Apply Your Skills 3-2.